In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a YouTube channel banner in Canva. In this tutorial, we're going to replicate this design. So to get started, go into Canva, go to the create button at the top left corner, and then search for YouTube banner, and then click on the one with the dimensions of 2560 by 1440 pixels. Once you got it, we're going to now start making a template. So first we're going to make a template because it's going to be easier to use as reference for all the future channel banner designs you might want to make. So to get started, click on the Elements tab and then click on the square shape. So YouTube's channel banner dimensions for all devices are 1546 by 423 pixels. So let's make that size. So 1546. You can scale that, and to scale on both sides you can hold Alt while scaling. So 15. That should be about it. If you can't get on the 1546 mark, you can zoom in. 1546, just like that. And now the height, which is 423. So we're going to just do that. 423. So once you got the exact dimensions down, we are now going to center this. So click on position on the top, and then click on middle, and then center. So that makes sure this element is centered in this canvas perfectly. So now we're going to start making a reference. So duplicate this, move it to the side, and scale it down and just connect it so it snaps, and then make this element a black color, and then make it a about 50 or 20 transparency. Also, I chose the wrong color. Make it a black color, just like that. And now duplicate that and move it to the other side so it snaps. And now duplicate this and then just fill this whole area with this gray shading, and then fill the bottom area as well. Now that you did that, delete this middle rectangle because we don't need it anymore. And this white section is going to be the area where all the devices are going to be able to see your channel banner. So everything within these bounds, all the devices are able to see it. So we can label that. You can go to text and then add a heading, or you can just click T. I'm going to scale this a little bit. So I'm going to write down here all devices, and then duplicate it and move it to the side. So now if you select this, actually let me just highlight it. This whole area is going to be all the desktop viewers. So all desktop viewers are going to be able to see this shaded region. So we can write here desktop view, and then duplicate this again and move it to the top. And this one is going to be TV. So the TV users, TV screens are going to be able to see the whole design of the channel banner. So now that we have this template, we're going to do one more thing. Just select all the shaded regions and then click on lock. This is going to be helpful in the future because you might want to select everything and you don't want to select the shaded regions with it. So now that we finished the template, click on the page under it and then duplicate it by clicking on the three dots and then duplicate page or Control D. And now this is where we're actually going to make the design. So go ahead and select all three of these labels. You can delete them. In this design, we're going to make something that looks like this design. So let's start by making a text, scaling it, and then choosing a font. I'm going to choose Poppins. And I'm going to just move it here. I'm going to type C. This is going to be the first initial of our channel name, which is the example channel name we're going to be using. And then I'm going to duplicate this. I'm going to write N. In order to make this effect where it goes through the N, the C goes through the N, we can just do the following. Click on the N element, and then click on effects, and then add an outline effect. And now you're going to see that there's a gray outline on the N. Click on the color under the thickness property, and then put it on white color. So now if you can see, the C goes through the N just like it is in the image right here. So you can position this however you want. I'm going to keep it like this. I think this looks good. And now duplicate the C, or you can also just choose to make a new text. But I'm going to duplicate it because I want the same font to stay. And then make it a smaller text. This is where I'm going to put the channel name. So let's make it a little smaller, like 50. I'm going to also, actually, yeah, center alignment is good. Let's type in channel name. And then you can double click here to make it perfectly fit its bounds. And I'm going to scale it down a little bit more. So I'm going to select these a little bit. I'm going to adjust them. You can play around with this however you want and just adjust it until it fits right. I think these are not centered. So there we go. That looks better. And now I'm going to make the this section right here, which says get my merch, and then a link to the channel's website. So to do that, I'm going to duplicate this channel name text. I'm going to zoom in here a little bit. Make sure it's the same font. Try to use the same font size across your designs because it will keep it consistent. So let's change this to get my merch. And I'm going to just put this somewhere in the middle right here. Now I'm going to duplicate it again. And then I'm going to make this into a bluish type color. I'm going to choose aqua blue. I'm going to now type in a random link, like the channel link to the merches. So something like this, www.channelname.com. And I don't recommend going to this link. This is just for visual, and I don't recommend going to this link. This is just for visualization purposes. So now that you got that, just make sure it's centered, and then we are going to add the little clothing icon on top of it. So to do that, go to the elements and then search for shirt. The shirt icon, the specific shirt icon here is called it's called shirt solid icon. So if you search for that, it should pop up as one of the first. Click see all on graphics, and there it is. Click on it, and then scale it down. Use Alt to center on all four sides. And now just position it wherever you want. I'm going to see a reference from this image here, and that looks about good. I'm going to add a little bit extra detail to these texts right here, which is I'm going to make them a little bit more squished. So click on the channel name, and then click on advanced settings, which is the T with the arrows under it. And then on letter spacing, just slide it to the left a little bit, and then you'll see that the letters are being squished a little bit. I'm gonna keep it at 75. I think that looks good. And then I'm going to copy the same thing for both of those. So just do that, and then type -75. And that looks a lot better. So now we are going to add the background, which you see in this preview. So to do that, click on the white area here, and then click on background color on the top. And then click on add a new color. So do that, and then click on gradient. So we want the background color to be this aqua blue, but a little darker, and then going to the gray color. So let's do that. So click on this color, and then we might need to copy the exact hex code of this. So let's just click on that, and then go over to the gradient, and it should be there. And now click on the second color, go over to the gray a little bit, and you can adjust it however you want. I think this looks pretty good. I'm going to make it a little bit darker, a little lighter. Okay, that's good. So now I'm going to make this blue a little darker because it doesn't really fit to have like a very bright color on this side, a very dark one. The design needs to have balance. So I'm going to just darken this color a little bit, and I think this fits. This is pretty much the same design, and now I'm going to leave it at that. So now I'm going to make these letters a white color because it's more visible. I'm gonna make everything white here, even this and that. And there we go. And now we see that this N is a little bit off now. So let's click on it and then click on effects. And now we have to change this color. So let's change it to the darker. Let's change it to the aqua blue, and then make it a little darker until you see it that it's transparent. Kind of hard to see or notice. So I think this is pretty good. As you can see, it's a little hard to notice the fakery that we have in here. So now this seems to be pretty much done. So to export this, of course, don't forget to select all of these sides, all of these grayed areas, which were our reference before, but now we don't really need them anymore. So just click on unlock if they were locked, and then click on transparency, and then make them fully transparent. And now we have the full design. To upload it, click on the share on the top right, and then download. Click on select pages, current page, done, and then click on download. So once it's downloaded, you can rename it and place it wherever you want. I'm going to replace this old banner picture I have. And now go over to your channel, click on the customize channel button, and then it will take you to this page where you can change your channel banner and channel logo. In this case, we're just going to change the banner image. So click the change and then select your image from where you uploaded it, and then click on open. And here you can see a preview of what your image will look like. And you can see it on desktop, you can see it on TV. Click on done once you're done. And it's going to take a little bit of time to load. And once you're done, just click on publish to publish the changes. And once it's published, go to your channel again and then click on refresh if you need to refresh it. And there we go. I didn't put the blue colored CN just so we can tell the difference. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.